The movie begins with hidden among the trees. A young sniper named Drasa waits with perfect focus. The moment her target steps into view, she takes the shot. At the same time, far away, Levi Kane sits alone by the ocean, unable to sleep, clearly carrying a heavy past. The next morning, he is called back for a mission. He is offered a secret assignment that will keep him isolated for an entire year. With nothing tying him down, he accepts, arriving at an unknown location. He is stripped of all communication devices and dropped into a remote wilderness. After traveling for hours, he finally reaches a watchtower overlooking a massive gorge. There, he meets the previous guard, who explains the rules. Levi must monitor the area, maintain the defenses, and most importantly, prevent anything inside the gorge from escaping. To demonstrate the danger, a device is thrown into the depths, and a disturbing sound rises from below. Levi learns about the creatures known as hollow men, mysterious beings that no one fully understands. The mission is simple in words, but terrifying in reality. Not long after this, the previous guard leaves, expecting to return home. But in a cold twist, he is eliminated before ever making it back, proving that this mission has no real exit. As days pass, Levi adjusts to isolation. During one of his patrols, he notices movement across the gorge. On the opposite side, another tower stands, and there he spots Drasa. At first, they simply observe each other from a distance, but eventually, curiosity wins. In the following sequence, they begin communicating using handwritten signs. What starts as simple introductions slowly grows into something deeper. One night, strange sounds echo from below. Suddenly, the hollow men begin climbing toward both towers. The creatures move aggressively, forcing Levi and Drasa into action. They fight from opposite sides, using everything available to stop the creatures from reaching them. Explosions light up the darkness, and despite the chaos, they manage to survive. From here, things become more personal. Their daily interactions turn into a routine. They talk, play games across the distance, and slowly build trust. What began as isolation transforms into connection. As the situation changes, she is very sad and emotional, bringing emotional weight for Drasa. She struggles with the thought of her father's final decision. He sees her in a very distressed state. Levi decides to break the rules. He creates a risky plan to cross the gorge. Using a modified system, he builds a line across the gap and travels to her side. For the first time, they meet face to face. The tension instantly shifts into warmth. They share a quiet evening, talk about their lives, and allow themselves to feel something real in a place filled with danger. That night, their connection deepens, and for a brief moment, the world outside the gorge feels far away. But the next moment changes everything. As Levi attempts to return, the defenses activate due to another creature movement. The line snaps, and he falls into the gorge below. Without hesitation, Drasa jumps after him. What follows is the most dangerous part of the story. Inside the gorge, the environment is completely unnatural. The air feels heavy, and strange forms move through the fog. Levi regains consciousness just in time to defend himself from a creature. Drasa reaches him, and together they begin navigating this hostile world. Soon after, they are attacked by hollow men again, but this time the truth becomes more disturbing. One of the fallen creatures is wearing an old military uniform, revealing that these beings were once human. As they move deeper, they discover remains of previous explorers and signs of a long-forgotten disaster. Inside an abandoned facility, they uncover recorded evidence explaining everything. A past experiment involving a dangerous chemical went wrong, transforming humans and the environment into something unrecognizable. Not long after this discovery, they learn about a hidden protocol designed to destroy the entire gorge if needed. Knowing they cannot let this continue, they decide to take action. Eventually, they reach a way out and execute a plan using old equipment to pull themselves back to the surface. The escape is chaotic, with creatures closing in, but they manage to break free just in time. From here, the story builds toward its final act. Levi returns to his post for a scheduled check-in, while Drasa waits. They both understand that the gorge must be destroyed. Quietly, they prepare their plan. Then, the story moves to the climax. Using precise timing, both of them strike the system controlling the hidden cloaking devices around the gorge. The explosions reveal the truth to the outside world and trigger the self-destruct protocol. What happens next is a race against time. The explosion begins spreading, forcing both of them to run as fast as they can. The blast consumes everything behind them. The organization controlling the operation tries to escape, but they fail to outrun the destruction. Drossa manages to get clear, but Levi's fate becomes uncertain as he disappears during the final moments. Soon after, Drossa follows their original plan and travels to a safe location, hoping he survived. Days pass with no sign of him. She opens a letter he left behind, finally reading the words he never got to say, and it breaks her emotionally. Time moves forward. In the next part, she begins a new life, trying to move on. But one day, in a quiet moment, she sees a familiar face. Levi is alive. Their reunion is simple but powerful. After everything they survived, they finally stand together again, no longer separated by distance or danger. Here, the movie ends. And if you like the video, so please like and subscribe. Thanks.